Hi, everybody. This is Carlos from Miami from Body, and so today I want to talk about the truth. And what is the truth? So I have a class. I taught a class today, and I shared with my students this video. It's called 13th. It's a documentary on Netflix. You might want to watch it. It's on the 13th Amendment and its connection to our prison system and how our prison system has been used basically to disenfranchise millions of people over the years. And I shared the film because coming up on Tuesday, we're going to be voting here in Florida, and we have Amendment 4. And Amendment 4 would restore the civil rights of convicted felons who have served their time in prison. Currently, Florida is one of 12 states that does not do that automatically. Anyway, this is not the purpose of this little reflection, but this student came up to me and asked me, what do you do with people who are diametrically opposed to you in their ideals and ideas? And instead of having an honest conversation, they just basically deny facts, deny history, and keep sort of pushing all your buttons. And my answer to him, which is really the point of this little reflection, was simple. I said, wow, that's really hard. I think that I'm not that good at that. I'm practicing. But what I do know, what I've realized over time, is that the truth needs no defense. And so what often needs a defense is our ego, and that's what actually goes into attack mode for the most part. At least I've noticed it in my case. But the truth itself doesn't need a defense. We could trust that the truth will always be there, shining forth, and we will discover it at some point. Our ego, on the other hand, might get a bruising from the arguments that we have with people. And I think that that's one of the reasons why over the last couple of years people have really pulled away from having conversations about politics or religion, things that are difficult. But I think that at this time of our history, it's really important that we sort of keep coming back to one another and keep trying to talk to one another and engage and hopefully listen to one another and create a space where we don't have to defend our ego so much, and maybe we could hear the truth sort of peek its way through all of the sort of ego tripping that we have. Anyway, I hope that this makes sense to you, that maybe as we go up for our election this coming Tuesday, that you talk to somebody, and maybe you talk to somebody that has a different point of view than you, and you engage them and see how that feels, and see if we could open our hearts a little bit and stress less over trying to convince the other person of our view, and instead maybe just wonder, enjoy their presence, and wishing well, right? So maybe that's the antidote to so much of the angst and bad feelings that sometimes we carry at this time of our history. I hope this is useful. I hope that this helps you as you move through the next couple of days, and we keep maybe bumping into the news, which has been difficult, I have to say. But even during these very difficult times, we can trust our hearts, and ultimately, if we trust our hearts, we can trust one another. Take good care. Have a good week.